If you bought one of these 5 motorcycle brands in the last 3 years, I'm going to be straight with you. You made a costly mistake, and you're not the only one. Right now, riders everywhere are watching their supposedly premium bikes lose value faster than a dropped helmet, while older, simpler machines from the brands nobody talks about are still running strong at 100,000 miles. Veteran motorcycle mechanics are calling this the Great Reliability Divide. This happened because manufacturers got obsessed with fancy electronics and forgot how to build motors that actually last. We're talking about engines failing before 20,000 miles on bikes that cost more than most people's cars. So if you're shopping for a motorcycle that won't leave you stranded on the highway, here are the 5 brands to avoid and the 3 that mechanics say will outlast everything on the road today. Hit subscribe and like this video right now if you want to save thousands on your next motorcycle purchase. But before we start, number 5, BMW Motorrad. The gap between BMW's marketing promises and reality couldn't be wider. Their slick commercials promise engineered for eternity, but mechanics tell a different story. Since 2024, BMW has issued 11 major recalls affecting over 75,000 motorcycles in North America alone, with warranty claims reaching 32% on certain models, nearly triple the industry average. Master technician James Whelan from Chicago puts it bluntly. We're seeing more BMWs come in for catastrophic repairs in the first 15,000 miles than we did in the first 50,000 miles just 5 years ago. The complexity has surpassed reliability. The financial impact is devastating for owners. A 2024 S1000R now fetches just 48% of its original MSRP at resale after 2 years, down from 68% in 2021. Repair costs regularly exceed $6,000 as for major engine work, with some owners facing bills approaching $9,000 when electronic systems fail simultaneously. The primary culprit? BMW's advanced electronic systems. Their latest ride-by-wire throttle system, adaptive suspension, and integrated vehicle control units are creating what mechanics call cascade failures. When one component goes down, it triggers a chain reaction. The 2025 R1250GS models are especially notorious for this, with documented cases of bikes entering limp mode on remote highways, leaving riders stranded hundreds of miles from service centers. Insurance companies have noticed too. Progressive and Allstate now charge premium surcharges of up to 22% for newer BMW models compared to equivalent Japanese motorcycles, citing dramatically increased repair frequency and severity. Number 4, Ducati. Behind Ducati's sexy Italian styling and racing pedigree lies a disturbing corporate scandal. Internal documents leaked in late 2024 revealed Ducati executives knowingly approved reduced engine testing protocols to cut costs by 18%, despite engineer warnings about long-term reliability implications. The consequences are clear. The Multistrada FIF4 shows a disturbing pattern of engine failure at 16,000 to 22,000 miles, just after the warranty expires. The primary issue involves valve guide wear leading to catastrophic top-end damage, with repair costs averaging $7,200. Dealership service departments are overwhelmed. We've got Panigales and Multistradas stacked 3 deep, waiting for major engine work, admits a service manager at a major East Coast Ducati dealership who requested anonymity. Corporate is pressuring us to deny warranty claims by attributing failures to rider abuse, even when we know it's a manufacturing defect. The parts crisis compounds the problem. Average repair wait times stretched to 13 weeks in 2025, with some specialty electronic components backordered for 6+ months. Owners report bikes sitting inoperable at dealerships for over 200 days, waiting for replacement ECUs. The market has responded. Ducati's North American sales dropped 31% in 2025, and owner loyalty metrics show 74% of current Ducati owners saying they'll switch brands for their next purchase, up from just 23% in 2022. Number 3. Indian motorcycle Indian's resurrection under Polaris initially seemed promising, but has devolved into a recall nightmare. Since January 2025, they've issued 7 major safety recalls affecting nearly every model in their lineup. Most concerning was the FTR recall, involving potential fuel tank punctures during minor tip-overs, a direct result of cost-cutting measures in tank construction. Their transmission problems are becoming legendary for all the wrong reasons. The 2024 to 2026 Challenger models exhibit catastrophic output shaft failures at mileages as low as 12,000 miles. Replacement costs: a staggering $8,600 plus labor. One owner's service quote totaled $11,270 on a motorcycle worth approximately $16,000 on the used market. Fire hazards represent another serious concern. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has documented 37 incidents of parked Indian motorcycles catching fire in 2025 alone, traced to electrical short circuits in the main harness. 4 garage fires resulted from these incidents, prompting insurance companies to take notice. Speaking of insurance, companies including State Farm and Geico implemented a separate risk category for 2024 to 2026 Indian motorcycles, with premiums averaging 27% higher than comparable models. Their actuarial data shows claim frequency triple the industry average. Long-term ownership? Financial analysis shows keeping an Indian motorcycle beyond the 24-month warranty period costs owners an average of $3,800 annually in depreciation and repairs, nearly 4 times the cost of owning a comparable Japanese cruiser. If you made it this far, hit that subscribe button, because what I'm about to reveal about the next 2 brands is something the motorcycle media won't touch. Number 2. Harley-Davidson. The iconic American manufacturer has experienced a shocking engineering collapse. Cost-cutting measures implemented in 2023 to 2025 have decimated their once reliable powertrains. Internal documents reveal Harley reduced engine component suppliers from 7 specialized manufacturers to just 2, with cost savings of 23%, but quality reductions measurable in warranty claims increasing 147%. Their electrical systems have become a nightmare of complexity without reliability. The latest boom: box infotainment systems on touring models fail at a rate of 29% within the first 18 months, often taking down critical engine management functions when they go. One mechanic described them as guaranteed future paperweights, as replacement parts become unavailable. The vibration issues plaguing modern Harleys transcend the traditional character of earlier models. Touring models now show frame stress cracks around engine mounting points at mileages as low as 15,000 miles. Engineering analysis reveals harmonic frequencies causing accelerated metal fatigue throughout the chassis, with repair costs often exceeding $5,000 when frame damage is detected. Their dealer network is collapsing. In 2025 alone, 86 Harley-Davidson dealerships closed permanently, leaving entire regions without factory service support. The remaining dealers are overwhelmed, with average service wait times exceeding 6 weeks for even basic maintenance. Class action lawsuits are mounting. The largest, filed in November 2025, involves over 15,000 owners of 2023 to 2025 Milwaukee 8-powered motorcycles with premature engine failure. Internal corporate emails revealed in discovery show engineers warned executives about oil pump design flaws, but were overruled due to production cost concerns. Number 1. KTM. The brand that shocks mechanics most is KTM. Once respected for rally-winning durability, KTM's reliability reputation has collapsed more dramatically than any manufacturer in motorcycle history. Their pivot to high-performance street bikes revealed fundamental engineering problems they've failed to address. The hidden defects scandal broke in July 2025, when whistleblowers revealed KTM had data showing connecting rod bearing failures in 790/890 engines, occurring at rates nearly 7 times industry standards, yet continued shipping motorcycles with the flawed components to meet sales targets. The catastrophic failure mode is particularly devastating. Without warning, these engines experience complete bottom-end destruction, often punching holes through cases and draining oil in seconds. This typically happens at highway speeds, creating extreme danger for riders. Engineering analysis shows the failure can't be prevented with maintenance. It's a fundamental design flaw. Rider testimonials are heartbreaking. I saved for 3 years for my 890 Duke. It blew the engine at 9,300 miles on a remote mountain road. KTM denied my warranty claim, saying I over-revved it despite the data log showing I never exceeded 8,000 revolutions per minute. I'm done with motorcycles entirely, wrote former KTM owner Michael T. in a widely shared forum post. The financial disaster for owners is unprecedented. Banks including Wells Fargo and US Bank have added KTM motorcycles to their high-risk collateral list, making financing nearly impossible. Depreciation is catastrophic. 2025 models are worth just 37% of MSRP after 1 year. A 1290 Super Adventure, purchased for $22,000 in early 2025, now wholesales for under $8,000 if the engine is still running. Now for the good news. Here are the 3 brands mechanics say will outlast everything else on the road. The first brand you should buy: Suzuki. While competitors chase electronic complexity, Suzuki stubbornly sticks with proven engineering that works. Their conservative approach to technology means they're rarely first with new features, but what they build simply lasts. The 300,000 Mile Club on Suzuki forums showcases dozens of documented V-Strom and Hayabusa owners who've crossed this incredible threshold with basic maintenance. Owner Gary Wilson's 2012 V-Strom 650 recently turned 337,000 miles on the original engine, with compression numbers still within factory spec. If my family member asks what bike to buy, I always say Suzuki, says 30-year master technician Carlos Mendez. They're not the flashiest, but they'll still be running when the flashy bikes are in the scrapyard. Parts availability is another Suzuki strength. They maintain impressive inventory of components for models dating back decades, and their standardized designs mean many parts are interchangeable across generations. When manufacturer parts aren't available, the robust aftermarket support ensures you're never left stranded. Investment-wise, Suzuki's maintain steady value precisely because they aren't fashion statements. A 2020 GSX-S 7.5 still commands 78% of its original MSRP, dramatically better than premium European brands that lose half their value in 24 months. The total cost of ownership math is compelling. Over a 5-year period, a Suzuki will save you approximately $7,800 compared to a comparable European motorcycle. Brand number 2. For smart riders. Honda built their motorcycle empire on one core value: reliability. That philosophy remains unchanged since Soichiro Honda declared, "We will not cheat customers," over 70 years ago. Honda engines achieve near immortality through conservative engineering and extensive testing. Their CB/CBR series engines regularly exceed 150,000 miles without internal repairs. The current Africa twin-engine platform, introduced in 2016, shows warranty claim rates below 1.2%, the lowest in the adventure category. Service simplicity remains a Honda hallmark. Unlike competitors requiring proprietary diagnostic equipment costing thousands, most Honda maintenance can be performed with basic tools. Valve adjustments on their parallel twins take under 2 hours for a competent home mechanic, compared to 6+ hours for comparable European models. Honda's global support network is unmatched. With dealers in 160 countries, parts availability approaches 98% anywhere in the world, critical for long-distance travelers. Even in remote locations where no Honda dealer exists, local mechanics are familiar with their straightforward designs. Financial analysis confirms Honda as the smart money choice. Total 5-year ownership costs, including purchase, depreciation, maintenance, and repairs, for a Honda CB500X, average $9,240 less than a comparable KTM 790 Adventure, enough to fund several major motorcycle trips with the savings alone. The ultimate survivor, Yamaha. If there's one brand that has proven itself in the harshest conditions worldwide, it's Yamaha. Their motorcycles continue functioning in environments from the Arctic Circle to the Sahara Desert, with minimal specialized maintenance. Yamaha's simplicity advantage comes from strategic technology implementation. Their ride-by-wire systems maintain mechanical backups. Their electronics are modular rather than integrated, and they test components to 3 to 5 times their expected service life before approval for production. Even competitors acknowledge Yamaha's quality. In an anonymous survey of motorcycle engineers from major manufacturers, Yamaha was named most respected competitor by a 3-to-1 margin, specifically citing their balance of performance and durability. Veteran mechanics choose Yamaha for personal rides at a rate higher than any other brand. "I see what breaks and what doesn't," says 40-year master tech William Johnson. "I've owned 27 motorcycles from 11 brands. My personal bike is a Yamaha Tracer 9 GT because I want to ride, not wrench on my days off." As a future-proof investment, Yamahas shine particularly bright. Their avoidance of proprietary electronic architecture means even decades-old models remain serviceable. The legendary reliability of platforms like the MT/FZ series ensures strong resale values and low depreciation. A 5-year-old MT-09 typically retains 71% of its original value, nearly double the retention rate of premium European brands. Which brand on this list surprised you the most? Or maybe you've got a horror story about one of these manufacturers. Drop it in the comments. I read every single one and respond personally. The evidence is clear. Complexity kills reliability, and marketing budgets can't fix poor engineering. These 5 failing brands chose flash over function, while the 3 survivors focused on what matters: building motorcycles that actually last. Whether you're spending $8,000 or $28,000, your choice determines if you'll spend your time riding or waiting at a service counter. Subscribe now for weekly truth bombs about motorcycles that manufacturers don't want you to hear. The future of riding depends on informed buyers like you.